I just liquidated my entire club for this investment. 2.5 million coins all in. If this doesn't work out, yikes. Chat, this Openda card went from 1.5 thousand coins to extinct at 10K. We're gonna find a card that's about to do that. I saw so many of you guys in the comments flexing your profit from Ekatike when he went from 900 coins up to over 4,000 coins. No longer am I just suggesting these low budget investments. I'm going all in. Now here's the kicker. I get on a plane in a couple hours, which means that I've only got a few hours to spend 2.3 million coins that are left. And the cards that I'm buying, well, they're pretty cheap, so there's going to be a lot of them. I'm going to have to do the unassigned glitch, and hopefully, during the week that I'm gone, at some point, this card will rise. I also hope I have internet connection to actually sell these cards on the companion app, because there's no guarantee of that either, but I'm still sending it, and if you're excited for today's video, drop a like. Let's hop into it. What's the most important thing in FC 26 Ultimate Team? It's coins, and where can you get the cheapest coins? At Loot Bar. It's the cheapest, and it's the safest coin trading platform on the entire market. It's 10% cheaper than all the other platforms. And if you use my code Nitro, you're going to get 10% off during the Ultimate Scream promo. And if that's not enough percent, you'll get another 5% bonus added to what you order. And an extra 5% off for returning customers too. Loot Bar has quick delivery within a half an hour. Big creators use it, and it also has great reviews. Don't forget code Nitro at checkout. The first thing I've got to do today is show you my plan. This is an idea based on evolutions, because we've already seen Luis Openda. This is a card that went from, you know, about 2,000 coins, maybe less than that. He was like 1,600 coins, and now he's extinct at 10K, and it's because of that El Capitan evolution. This El Capitan evolution adds a finesse shot plus and a bunch of shooting stats and a little bit of pace, not for Openda. He's already got a lot of pace, but that card is incredible after that upgrade, and that's why he's gone extinct. It's proving that EA Sports are starting to use 83 rated cards in evolutions, whereas we have previously been seeing them use 81s. We've been seeing them use 82s, like Jeremy Doku. This is a card that over the course of the last couple of weeks has done this a few times. This card went from 4,000 coins up to 14K. It did it a week before. This graph actually shows as well. We've seen it with Adeyemi. This card, Adeyemi, he ended up going from like, I think it was like 3,000 coins. Yeah, he went from like 2,000 to 3,000 coins up to 6K. So he doubled in price, but we haven't seen it yet with the 83 rated cards. So what I did was I looked up which cards played the most games with the rating of 82 or 83, and Jeremy Frimpong by a lot is the best, but he's 2,000 coins right now, which honestly I think is a brilliant investment. I've actually picked up a few Jeremy Frimpongs for 2,000 coins. I think that card, given the fact that he's dropped so much over the last days since he's been back in packs, he's got to go back up a little bit. But I'm focused more so on this Alejandro Balde, because this card right here for 1,100 coins, guys, I think could be a less risk but high reward investment if he were to fit into a left back evolution. So I've gone out and I've already spent a couple 100,000 coins on picking up Baldes, and I have not really planned on what I got myself into. I was not prepared for this whatsoever. As you can see, we've got a ton of these cards for 950. We've got a lot of them for 1,000, most of them for like 1,100. Now, another reason that I want to invest in this Balde card is because of the fact that he has been hovering around 1,300 to 1,400, 1,500 coins at his peak on Friday. But over the course of the last few days, that's kind of where he's been at for the most part over this course of the last week. And if you take a look at it, he's actually dropped down to like 1,100, 1,200 for these last few hours. So I'm hoping to get in on a few more. I probably should have started earlier. We're going to see how many we can buy before this card, either I run out of cards to buy or he goes back up in price or something like that. So let's get started. But we've got so many of these Baldes on our transfer list. The only problem is you can only fit a certain amount on your transfer list, which is 100. You can only fit 50 on your unassigned. So I've got 150 of them right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how you can actually get more cards so that I can keep investing in these Alejandro Baldes. The thing is, I don't think I'm going to have time to spend 2 million coins on just Balde. So I might branch out. I might not spend all 2 mil, even though I want to. I'm just not going to have time. Literally, my plane leaves very, very soon. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you guys, I can't buy any more Baldes right now. It just says that it can't connect to the servers because I have my unassigned to pretty much capped out. So what I have to do is I've got to restart my game and I've got to go back into the game. And then once I'm back into the game, let's go ahead and cut to that. So now that I'm logged back in, I can go to objectives, and I have got a player ready in objectives right now to help us with this unassigned glitch. I've got this lone player, Quinones. This card is going to go to my unassigned, and then now I'm going to be able to buy a bunch more Alejandro Baldes. You can see I've got a Frimpong there. I've got a bunch of Baldes, but now that Quinones is in my unassigned as well. It's actually behind all these cards, so that might be an issue. I might have to sort that out first, but that card is in here, which now I can go to the transfer market, and hopefully this works. That card I was assuming would be at the front, which is the weird part about this, but let's go ahead and see if this actually works for me. So Balde right here, if I can go out and buy another Balde card, that would be fantastic. So let's just buy this one for 1,200, and it works now. So as you can see, it's sending more cards to my unassigned, and now I can just buy unlimited amounts of cards in my unassigned, and I'm just gonna buy as many as I can. Now, what I do wanna say to you guys, before you go out and start buying a bunch of cards, is don't go out and buy Balde. Unless he's like 1,000 coins or less, sure, there's really low risk with that. Maybe club stock one. Don't do what I'm doing right now. This might not work, okay? And the thing is, this might not work for a while. I'm going out of town for an entire week. This is the last video that I'm gonna be uploading for this week, and I'm just gonna be waiting for an evolution to hype up Balde, and then I'm gonna sell that card, but it might take a while. And since I'm going out of town, it just feels like the perfect time to do this for me. The only time I've really gone unassigned at all this year is right now. I don't recommend it for most of you guys. Or if you did want to go out and do this, don't use Balde. Use a different card. Ronald Araujo is a brilliant other option. Right now he's 1,400, which is a little bit higher than what I'd spend. I would spend like 1,100, 1,200 max on this. Maybe if you can get 1,100 or less, that's kind of the goal. But that Ronald Araujo is a great option right there. You could also maybe go for a card like Murillo. That center back card looks pretty good. You could also go for a card like Anthony Gordon, maybe Di Lorenzo. That could be decent. Felix Nemecha is obviously out of packs this week. 1,400 coins is not too much. If he does get an upgrade in an Evo this week, he will go up a lot. So there's a lot of other options, and I'm just showing you a few of the options. Pick one that you think might fit an Evo and go up a lot over the course of the next couple of weeks, but don't just copy Alejandro Balde blindly. That's just not a good idea. We are chugging along with getting these Balde cards. I'm just going to click continue searching. I think that is going to be the move for helping us with the unassigned, and it keeps us moving a little bit quicker. And it's probably going to be a little bit quicker if I start buying these cards within the club tab rather than over here. But I did want to show you guys something. Yep, there's the Baldes right there. I did want to show you guys something because I do want to show my losses as well. I got cooked with this Freddie Ljungberg. I had 6 of them. I cleared 2 of them, but I had 6 of these Ljungberg cards. I got them for 37,000 coins. I sold them for like 28,000 coins. I thought that they were done dropping. I was hoping for a rebound. I didn't go very heavy with it because we did know that the market overall was going to be dropping even more this weekend, but I figured with him going out of packs and with him actually having that 99 rated shooting and people wanting him for the weekend league, he could rebound a little bit. I was wrong. That card just kept on going down, and most of the Scream cards actually did. It was a great week to stay liquid. We sold all of our stuff on Tuesday. Everything just dropped so hard. So many people lost coins. We really didn't until those Freddie Ljungbergs, but the Scream promo got me eventually. We made a lot of profit off those Scream cards, but it eventually ended up losing me coins. It took a couple days, but it got me. Now, if you've got to leave Ultimate Team and come back, it's going to give you that error again. And another way, without just adding a player from objectives, and again, it has to be from objectives, but or SBCs I think work too, but one other way is once you do go to your unassigned, you can just start swapping those players with the player in your club. So you go through all 50 of them and you swap that player with the players in the club, and then you can go back and buy more of your Baldes or whatever you're buying. It'll actually work again. But the only problem with that method is eventually you're going to have to go swap those players again. So like every 50 cards you buy, you have to do that again. It's just so much easier to get one of those objective or SBC players, and then you can buy unlimited amounts. The problem I'm running into right now, though, is I have bought probably 400 of them now. I think I'm 400 Alejandro Baldes deep. Might be a little bit more than that. I've bought all of the Alejandro Baldes between the price of 1,000 to 1,200 coins. I didn't even really want to go to 1,200, but it's the middle of the night, and there's just not that many cards on the market. So I might have to wait like an hour for these to like replenish into the game, maybe wait a couple hours. But here's the thing. I actually have to leave for my flight in 2.5 hours. I also have to edit and get this video up. I don't know how I'm going to get 2,000 of these cards. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm going to get as many as I can before I have to leave. Now, let me show you the predicament that I'm in right now, guys. I want to buy more Baldes, but I probably have to wait until later today when there's more on the market, because right now there aren't any left for 1,300. And I started buying at 950, 1,000. I was spending at most 1,100. I didn't mind going to 1,200. Then once it went to 1,300, I got desperate and I started buying those too. There's no more. And I just do not feel like paying any more for this Alejandro Balde. I also can't do the unassigned glitch while I'm on the plane. So it just does not make sense for me to spend so much more on these Baldes, knowing that they're probably going to go back down to 1,100 or 1,200 in a couple of hours. So logistically, I did not plan this well. But the good news, the silver lining, is I did get over 500 of them. The second silver lining is that I will have to sell less of them if they go up in price or down in price. So if they go up, I'm going to be on vacation. I'm not really going to be on my companion app for all that long. So then I have to sell, 2,000 plus. I only have to sell 500. This way, I can actually stay on vacation for the most part. But if they don't go up in price, it's a little easier to salvage my coins and my ultimate team is not destroyed. I know this is a very different video from what I normally upload, but I wanted to try it out, see if it adds a little bit of hype to our Trading to Glory account, and see if we can hit the jackpot over the course of the next 7 days with a left back evolution. But with that being said, I've got to go finish packing and catch a plane and get this video uploaded. Hopefully I'm not late. The government is shut down here in the USA, so TSA is probably going to be backed up. Who knows if I make this plane? Maybe I'll be back with another video in a few hours because if I miss the plane, well, nothing else I can do but come back here and make more videos. So with that being said, I should probably end the video.